And you know what I need to do? Change the title in here because we officially have the start. Well, everybody, this is Kusogrand8, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We are on to the winner's final. That's right, the last match to determine who will be moving into the grand final for the chance for $500, the trophy, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, some Steam games. It's because of people subscribing and supporting that I am able to do this. I do take it out of my own pocket, so everything that you do to support definitely helps, and I appreciate it. Now, without further ado, Crappy, take us to the reveal. Of course, some people may be wondering what is meant by mutually assured destruction. Well, as it turns out, we have what our GMs have come to know as nukes. And when we give out a game that is considered a nuke, generally it's the bottom of the barrel, the worst of the worst. It may be extremely boring, terrible, you don't know. We're just here for pain, and who better to give out pain than our dear friend and GM, Novasol. Okay, Novasol, I still have you wearing the jacket here. I'm not completely sure why, but we've got you. Like, Jeff is a good mutually assured destruction person. Hey, Novasol, sorry I still have you in the Captain N jacket. I like it.
That's fine. I like that image.
Yeah, it kind of rocks. It adds a little flair.
Oh, man. Well, it's fitting that avatar. I'm upset today. Things didn't have to be this way.
Okay, literally this round is called Mutually Assured Destruction, which means that, you know, the players should be getting the worst, right? Did they veto?
Oh, they got... So there is a game that I literally signed up as a GM to give out, but it's so heinous that I can't give it out outside of nukes or the finals.
Okay.
And it keeps getting vetoed even though nobody has played it. Because
What?
they watch YouTubers play it.
Really?
Sometimes.
Okay.
So now they get what happens when you veto a nuke.
The nuke's nuke? Uh-oh. Everybody, what do we have?
They get hard driving for the Commodore 64.
Oh, well, strap yourselves in, everybody. We're gonna go pedal to the metal for the next hour. Hard driving on Commodore 64. Whoever makes the most progress throughout this upcoming hour will be the victor. Whoever doesn't will go down to the loser's bracket where they will duke. Oh my god. They're gonna duke it out in the loser's final, and it will be pretty great. Oh, well, we've got Ferris V5 versus OkamiOfGames. Don't you love to see it? I do. But before we see it, let's go ahead and get rid of this Iron Sword music. Let's turn on this audio. It's Commodore 64, so I never know exactly what it's gonna look like when we get rolling, and I love this audio, none of it. And for Commodore 64 nukes, that's probably the best audio we're going to get for this entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Some people apparently recognize the game. I know nothing about hard driving personally.
Well, this was in the gauntlets of Kuso 7.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what the goal was, but they have to do a full lap here. The fastest lap wins. That's their only criteria. They can finish a lap, right? These are the winners. They're good at video games.
It's true. Well, let me go ahead and see if they are ready. And we can get into exactly how the thing, how progress is tracked and such when we get rolling. I'm not too concerned. It seems like The only scary thing about giving a driving game to Okami is that I know that last time she was here with a driving game, maybe it wasn't last time, like last year.
It was in Kuso 7 and I was there for it.
Yeah,
because I was also in that match. It was not a great time. I did not have fun.
Oh, come on. You got to play a different game instead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okami learned how to back up and drive over the line and count a lap without even going around the racetrack, and it was pretty much the best. Well, we're going to do the countdown. Wish the players the best of luck. And what emotes would be appropriate, Novasol?
Cars, trucks, loops, broken glass, if you have it for some reason. Anything yellow, 3 FPS is a good one.
Yeah, 3 FPS. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I remember this. I'm going to go ahead and crop it so that you can get a little bit of a better view, everybody. Because who doesn't want to, like, see more of this game? Oh, my God. Well... What?
I think Okami picked automatic transmission, and I told them not to do that.
You can go ahead and tell them then. Yeah, right now, that would not necessarily be a bad thing. If the ongoing run ends up that it can't be considered valid, then it would be good to let them know ASAP. Yeah. But with that said, the players are driving. And yeah, that would just be a reset if it does happen to be automatic transmission. Or it would be that essentially this one doesn't count.
Yeah, Yep. She will reset to make sure.
Oh, yeah, I did see Okami above the right. Yeah. Okay, we should be good. And they are doing the stunt track first, right?
Yes, they're only doing the stunt track. I just want the fastest lap possible in the stunt track. So, hey, this is also a time warp match.
Time warp?
This is all we're getting.
Oh, no. Okay, so we're going for the fastest times just on this single map?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Mutually Assured Destruction, where our referees choose possibly the least entertaining / enjoyable stuff that they possibly can, and now we have to race it. Well, I don't race it. The players get to race it. I will put up the tracker as soon as we have something cleared. Just, you know, we're going to give the players a little time to, you know, try to beat this.
Yeah, Ferris is kind of faring about how I would expect. Just getting going can be an issue.
Yeah, head-on collision. Take that, nerd. Talking to the truck, not to Ferris. Okay, Okami going up over the bridge, going down the bridge. Everybody, this is what driving was like back in the 80s. It was so hard. Yeah. Like, so many
they hadn't invented more than 2 colors back then.
It's true. There were only 2 colors in the 80s. Ignore the dashboard. We don't count that. Yeah, loop-de-loops. You know, I love going down to the local stunt track doing a loop-de-loop. Good time. No, Okami!
Oh, the truck!
She's trying. Oh, nope.
Okay. There's the loop. You gotta... No, you can't go in sideways.
After you crash, does it... No, it spawns you before the loop-de-loop. Okay.
It spawns you before, yes.
Yeah, and I have a feeling you gotta hold right at least through part of this so that you can actually stay on the loop-de-loop. Off-road time 10! Ah! Wow, this is actually pain. You know, I forgot what mutually assured destruction was about. I mean, yes, I knew. I know that it's a reference to the Cold War. But holy crap!
Oh, Tristan.
And we've got an hour of
Tristan
this?
who runs the. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
They did this for themselves, by the way. Like, I tried to have something entertaining.
I don't like the sound.
They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me do it. So now everyone suffers. Don't veto me. I get upset about it.
Everybody, just consider it. Whatever your sins are, consider this to be your atonement. By the way, speaking of atonement, our referees are suffering just along with everybody else as well. They're tracking how far the players have made it, and also what the fastest lap is once they have cleared a lap. The referees for this match are Jerry Ayers could only see 64% of a lap. Oh, I like it. That's a good one. Fahrenheit's is swerving and screeching. Same. Linker in seconds per frame. Oh, how many is that? That's not very many seconds per frame because you're really fast. And finally, Taven's out on a Sunday pleasure drive. Oh, if only. Okay, Ferris. Bam! No, you crashed into the loop-de-loop.
Oh, Okami actually managed to finish a lap at 3:32.
Really?
Yeah? You know, for someone who didn't seem to know what a manual transition was, she seems to be doing pretty well with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I drove manual for a lot of my life. I feel like I would be able to hop back into it. Now, JK, I know for a fact I would. Last year I hopped into a random manual truck and drove it around for a while. I had no problem. Okay, I did kill it once, but just once. That's not bad for not having driven manual for like 10 years, you know?
I haven't driven manual since I was 18. I have forgotten how to do it.
It's fun, though.
Yeah, Tristan, who runs our video backend, commented, I thought something was wrong for a minute, and then I went, all right, you don't need more than 2.5 megabits for a PowerPoint.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh no, Ferris! Almost off of the loop-de-loop. Can you stay on? Oh, we got...
You gotta go to... Oh, it's happening. Oh, I think that's too slow. I don't think you're gonna make it, buddy.
Uh-oh.
No!
Oh, wait. Let me go ahead and share. Are you watching on my stream? Because I don't know what you're laughing at.
Oh, sorry. I had the Twitch stream up. I should have your thing up.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've been here. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey.
I was laughing at Ferris in the loop-de-loop.
Blasmus Roar, good to see you. Good to have a lot of friends in chat, by the way. And Tia Kyle, thank you so much for resubscribing. And Mr. Torture, just many, many thanks, y'all. So, you know, this is... I really wanted Kusogrand8 to be a tournament where people could get prizes. I feel like, you know, a lot of places in speedrunning, unfortunately, it's not very possible to get like rewards or money or anything. So I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that, you know, blind running, give prizes out. They're not giant prizes, but you know, wait until I'm a millionaire and then I can give. I'll Mr. Beast you by. Okay, imagine Mr. Beast making people play hard driving. That'd be great, Novasol. I'd start watching.
Please do not become Mr. Beast.
What if I pay Mr. Beast No, I make
No.
him. I punch him, and then he makes people play hard driving. How about that? Maybe without the punching. I don't know. Let's not punch anything. Let's roll for
100
persuasion.
people punch me to make people play hard driving.
Now that would be a weird premise. But a good premise.
This bridge.
Ah! Oh, head-on collision for Ferris. I hate when that happens every 10 seconds.
That's just realistic Midwestern driving simulator.
Oh my god. Or, here's the deal, Novasol. The scariest drivers in Utah, which we have scary drivers, I know, because the number of times that I've seen them go the wrong way around the roundabout, or heck, stop in the middle of the roundabout to wave me in. Because who does that?
Not the purpose of a roundabout.
I know, I got so angry, but like, the scariest drivers in Utah have a minivan. That's just how it is. It's like, you know, a woman probably in her late 20s, about 5 children, maybe 6 children in the back, and she's cruising. Though you gotta watch out for them, okay? They will run you off the road, you will die. And everybody, I'm a better driver now that I have ADHD meds. Isn't that great? Yeah, before that, some people got scared riding with me, but my theory is that they were just talking too much and distracting me. It was their fault.
Oh, all right. This loop-de-loop. Come on.
How do you do a loop-de-loop?
You have to be basically going straight, and you also have to be going fast enough, but not too fast, or you'll crash.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
Somehow, Okami made it out just going off-road.
now,
I don't get it.
of course, there are multiple versions of hard driving. This isn't the only one out there. I presume the arcade is probably the best version, is what I would guess.
It is, especially if you can play it on the real hardware. It has a really cool haptic feedback, full cab on it. It functions. It's in a very early 3D game, so it's got the jank you would expect, but
Yeah.
it mostly is pretty good.
Like a 3D game in 1989, I can forgive a lot.
Yeah. And most of the home versions are kind of passable. This is not one of them. This was made in 2 weeks.
Oh no. Are you serious?
Yes.
You don't
So
make a
the
game
ori-
in 2
yeah.
weeks?
Well, that wasn't their plan, but the programmer who was assigned to the project failed and took the code with them.
Oh no. Was it the same person who did the other versions of the game, like ported to Amiga?
This is based on the Spectrum version,
The
if
Spectrum.
I remember correct.
Okay. So possibly Mike Day. Who also worked on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the original. Yeah, that's right. You're looking at early Tony Hawk or something like that. Also
So,
did Days
yeah,
of Thunder. Yeah,
But yeah, Ferris completed a lap
very nice.
for them.
Also, I'm really enjoying, like, the arcade version actually looks kind of cool. Especially
Yeah, it
for
was
the
pretty cool
80s,
back
like, yeah.
I mean, for 89 is pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, loop-de-loop for Okami. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, yellow. Right now, the fastest lap is Okami with 2:45. Ferris not too far behind with 2:59. Now, of course, if either player one of the players will lose this match, they aren't eliminated. They will have a second chance to make it into the grand final. So, you know, it's not over for either of these players. They've made it all the way to the winners final. Seriously, it's impressive.
You know, Tails is mentioning Namco's early 3D stuff. And they were actually collaborating with Atari on this 3D hardware. And you get to see a little bit of divergent evolution because they parted ways. This is based on an early 3D prototype. Or the arcade version was based on an early prototype 3D hardware. Namco went with a more advanced version and made Winning Run, which is another racing game.
Ooh. There we go. I've got up for you the current best laps that the players have. And yeah, all they need to do is get the fastest lap.
Yep. Fastest lap wins. It's that easy.
Just got to become a hard driving professional by the end of this match. And who doesn't, you know? Me. I do not want to become a hard driving professional. For Commodore 64, at least. Yeah. Did Ferris just clear a lap? I heard a beep.
Yes.
Well, that moves Ferris slightly into the lead by 3 seconds.
Woo!
Yeah, really close between these players. Now, remember, they are playing with manual transmission. How do you control the transmission in this game? I mean, you're playing on Commodore 64.
Right, so there's only one button.
Correct.
If you want to shift up, you have to hold up on the stick and hit the button. If you want to shift down, it's down and button.
Okay, how do you accelerate?
Up.
So you hold up. You know what? It could be worse. You hold up. If you want to shift up, just push the button.
You hit button.
If you're slowing down, you're probably holding back and just hit the button to downshift.
Yeah, it's not quite that simple. If you're holding a diagonal at all, it doesn't seem to work. So make sure it's straight up or
There's
down.
a question from Ferris, by the way, in the Discord. So, yeah, just go ahead and take a look there. I'll keep everybody else pleased. Are you pleased? Are you pleased with this offering that has been given you? Hard driving? I'm pleased. Okay, so good clarification from Novasol. Just Ferris was a little bit confused, like, what is a lap?
Yeah, what is a lap? It's basically when it registers a time in the bottom left for you to then...
Thank you so much, Psycho Volpez, for resubscribing and telling us about how important the number 19 is. I didn't know that sexy prime numbers existed. Did you, Novasol?
I did not. I'm not a math person.
Yeah, is that real? I'm gonna look up sexy prime, and I'm probably gonna get some really weird results. Sexy prime.
You're gonna get some weird Optimus Prime art.
No, it's true. There's a Wikipedia page about sexy prime. They differ from each other by 6. So, yeah, 19 is a sexy prime with 13.
That doesn't sound legal.
Well, it's a pun stemming from the Latin word for 6, which is sex. It's a pun.
I choose to ignore that.
That's even worse that it's a pun.
It's a pun and I don't respect it.
I almost respected Latin. Almost. Well, Okami has jumped incredibly into the lead with a lap of 1 minute and 43 seconds. That's huge.
Yeah? Well,
what else do we want to talk about?
I mean, we got 42 minutes left.
It's true. It's true. So, what do you mean that the guy who made this ran off with the code? Like, what happened here?
I don't know the specifics beyond that. Just kind of bailed on the project.
Okay, usually you're not allowed to do that.
I mean, yeah, you would think so, but...
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that development of the 3D computer graphics arcade hardware that was used here began in the mid-1980s. Atari Games was owned by Namco at that time, and they began working on a 3D arcade system. Interesting. I'm reading from Wikipedia, everybody. This information is available for free for everybody. Each company made its own arcade system based on that prototype. Atari used an earlier version of the hardware for hard driving, and Namco then used a more advanced version of the hardware for Winning Run, apparently.
Which is a better game, but, you know.
Yeah, so... Well, I think it came out I don't know, maybe it was about the same time. It came out 88, which I think was a year before this. But mind you, we're talking about the arcade versions of the games. Apparently there was some weird dispute from the vice president claiming that nobody would buy an arcade cabinet for $10,000. After the last Starfighter arcade game was canceled for that reason a few years earlier. $10,000 today wouldn't be that, that surprising, but it does convert to about $27,000 for 2024.
Yeah.
So, pretty significant amount of money. And yeah, the return on investment, you gotta have a lot of people playing your 3D game for that purchase to be worth it.
I can't remember what the Sega AM1 machines cost, but I think they were pretty up there. They were developed with technology from Lockheed Martin.
Yeah. I mean, apparently they put a bunch of research into whether or not that price was acceptable and decided, yeah, 10,000 is fine. And I think that, for an arcade cabinet that had maybe some of the better 3D graphics of the time, something that expensive probably would have been worth it, yeah. And, you're not selling arcade cabinets to random people, at least not in the 80s. You're usually selling them to arcades. That's where the arcade cabs go. The arcade.
The developer hit a lot of troubles trying to get the game finished, though apparently not much that was actually running, so they gave up and called it quits.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that tracks.
Apparently there was an NES version of this game made, but it was never released. So that's really interesting. Okay.
I can't see it being worse, so I'd be interested to try it.
Now, for the original arcade version, it actually did receive pretty, got a decent reception. It was Japan's 6th highest growing dedicated arcade game of 1990. Apparently in Hong Kong, it topped the dedicated arcade cabinet chart in late 89. Spectrum version actually rose to number 2. There was somebody who said that the arcade version was exactly what its name suggests, hard driving. Difficult. You won't master this quickly, and if you aren't used to driving a car, it's going to be very tough for you indeed. But Atari can be proud of themselves for producing a coin-op, which really does put you in the driving seat, and that is undeniably a major first. However, another magazine considers this version one of the worst Commodore 64 games of all time.
Yeah, this hard drive is generally remembered pretty fondly. compared to a lot of other Atari stuff.
That's amazing. Like, I just love, it sounds like almost every other version got fairly decent scores. Like, even the Lynx version got a 6 out of 10.
Even though the Spectrum version is playable, this one is just the outlier.
Oh my god. We're 24 minutes into this. Like, Ferris improved. Good job.
They're both making big improvements on their times.
Yeah, there's a Genesis version of the game, as Linker in chat is mentioning, that appears to have gotten decent reviews as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just amazed that the Commodore 64 version is so trash. Amazing.
They did not release this as a standalone product, even though it was pretty heavily promoted. It got put into compilations, because that was really the only way they could justify putting it out there.
Yeah. It's like, do we just scrap it, or do we put it out into the world? And you know what? I'm glad they put it out into the world. Good. Because this is the type of stuff that people ended up with when they got compilations. Not very good stuff. But, like, you know, people put work into this. Highly flawed. Very much doesn't work very well. But you're also trying to put a 3D game on the Commodore 64.
No. And I don't blame the programmer. They did the best with what they had. They only had 2 weeks. So it's like, okay, I don't know what you're expecting. The fact that it works at all is kind of a miracle.
Yeah, look at it. Look, you drive. There are boxes coming at you sometimes. It's scary.
It is a representation of Atari's hard driving. I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is one of the things with the mutually assured destruction round when we're dropping the nukes that sometimes I'm not very interested in the game.
I did not want to have to do this, but they forced my hand.
I love it. No, this is what the round is all about. The unwatchable, the unplayable, the absolutely, like, this is too bad for Kusogrand8 levels type stuff, you know? We wouldn't ever give this game out in a match. No. We would only do it in a gauntlet because it's funny. Guess what? Mutually assured destruction doesn't care about that. We're here for Bane.
Yeah, Tristan's right. I don't know how you commentate this for an hour. I'm too sober to do this.
Nah, we're doing fine. We're already almost half an hour through.
This is Sisyphus rolling a rock uphill at 3 FPS.
Yeah, and you gotta learn how to enjoy the roll. You know, we're just learning.
Puns again?
Huh?
Made a roll pun.
Well,
after I mentioned Sisyphus.
Well, yeah, the car's rolling. Sisyphus rolls a boulder. Like, you got to find purpose not in the goal, but in the process. Yeah. That's what we are. We're trying to find joy in the process of this meaningless task, playing hard driving, you know? What is your purpose here, Novasol? Why?
To give out hard driving.
Oh, perfect. Well, your purpose has been met. My purpose is to make people suffer. And you know what? Sometimes that includes myself.
Even the GMs get in trouble.
Hey.
Ugh.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I can assure everybody that Novasol, at least I think I can assure everybody that Novasol has played this a lot. How much have you played this?
I played it enough to complete a few laps. I think my best was like 135.
Good. Good. What? You even beat Okami. Well, good.
Well, I also played this a lot more than 30 minutes, so
yeah,
be expected.
Yeah, as it turns out, our GMs, in order to make other people suffer, usually suffer more themselves, and it's so good.
Yes. I tend to be fairly thorough with the games I give out. I usually have put in at least 6 hours of effort into prepping each game I have ready, and I had 5 games ready today. I only had to go 2 deep. So, farther down the line, there'd be monsters.
Yeah, don't worry. There are more monsters in this world. It's not just Novasol. Oh, I heard a lap. I love that I never see what that number was, but I heard it.
Well,
what?
You can see it in the bottom
2
left.
seconds separated. Ferris jumps up to 145.
That's really good.
Does it tell you your best when you...
So it's in the bottom left, it says beat to time.
Beat
and
to
that
challenge.
Time changes to...
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever you got, that's what shows up.
Okay. Just a stupid way to word it. Beat to challenge. What about beat to beat? I just want to beat it. Huh?
Which Michael Jackson pun? There's so many. I don't know how to respond to that.
Just go for it. Just do one. Do one now.
I'm not that bad.
Okay, I'll take it.
I'm not a punsman, all right? It taxes my brain.
Good. We gotta challenge Novasol every once in a while.
I mean, my challenge is watching this. I also did this to myself.
Yeah, you certainly did. Oh my gosh. I do see a review, like, Zap is the one that basically said this is one of the worst Commodore 64 games ever. They gave it a 20%, but I see a review that gave this game a 9%. And it says... Oh, let me go to the full review, because this sounds like it's going to be a scathing remark, and I'm very excited. Okay.
I mean, reviews back then, like, if it ran, it usually got at least a 50.
This got a 9%.
Yeah.
Okay, hard Drivin, the hit squad. I don't know what that means. Is that the reviewer? Possibly. Okay. Okay, this is what they say. I don't know what to say about this one. Not because I've got nothing to talk about. Boy, have I plenty. It's more a case of not knowing where to start. The arcade original was a 3D driving simulation offering 2 detailed tracks to race along. It was fast, novel, and arguably exciting. Oh my god. The Commodore 64 version has something that's supposed to be 3D. It's almost obscenely slow, uninteresting, and phenomenally boring. In fact, this game cries out, I deserve 9% to me.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
I love that it says it has something that's supposed to be 3D.
Allegedly 3D, yes.
That's what happens when the Hit Squad reviews your hard driving video game.
I think Hit Squad was the branding, because it's on the box for the game. It might have been part of their bargain line.
You know what? That makes sense. They're like, we're afraid to call this Atari. We're afraid to call this Tech, or like whatever other names Atari used. They're like, we just got to make up a new like shell company in order to put this game out because we're so embarrassed with how this is. This is bad. We're the Hit Squad now, baby.
I mean, this was farmed out to Domark, so they have a very earned reputation.
Oh, Domark. Okay. Yeah, as it turns out, Domark is named Domark because of Dominic Wheatley and Mark Strachan. Domark. Yeah, they were junior account executives for a small advertising agency in Great Britain. And then I guess they decided to start marketing Commodore 64 software. They had no programming experience, and so they mostly were approaching it from the marketing side. And then, bam, started the company. Yeah, and they put out wonderful games like... No way. Sorry, I'm just seeing, like, the later stuff that this group is credited with. What? Did they... Oh, they're also known as Square Enix. Excuse me?
That doesn't sound correct.
Oh, apparently this company later got acquired by Eidos, and then that got acquired by Square Enix. Okay, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, FYI, we wouldn't have Final Fantasy 16 without this game.
This is canon in Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, they think back. Like, some of them fall asleep and have dreams of hard driving, and they wake up sweating.
That would also make this canon in Tomb Raider.
I could see Lara Croft giving this a shot, you know? Ferris, what time is this gonna be? Are you serious? 1:43. We've got a straight up tie between our two players.
A tie, but Okami got it first, so...
Technically, Okami has the tiebreaker here. Everybody, this match is more exciting than it has any right to be. And I'm still not very excited, Novasol. I'm just a little more excited.
I'm here petting my cat. It's a more fulfilling experience.
Honestly, that would, like, make this so much better if I had a cat. What do I have here? Got dying flowers. I can pet those.
Should probably water them.
Well, they're gonna die anyway. It's fine. They're in water. I'll pet them. Okay. Oh, the petal's gonna fall off. Never mind.
Which cat? It's Dio. And fun fact, when he saw me reviewing footage of this game, he puked. So, the cat knows.
Oh no, the cat knows. Yeah, one thing about a lot of these games as well is that there are people, especially if you haven't played a lot of janky 3D, it makes a lot of people nauseous. And generally, like, especially in Kusogrand8, if you get nauseous, it's fine to step away for a minute or two, you know? Gain your bearings, drink some water, splash your face with some water, just do water things, and then come back and, you know, hopefully be feeling better. I've had to do that myself with some games every once in a while, just because you never really know what's gonna set you off. Usually it's gonna be visuals, but occasionally it's something that you never would have expected, like audio giving somebody a migraine bad enough that they vomited.
Yeah, I gave out the Amiga Outrun, and it made someone nauseous, and I felt bad about it. I didn't anticipate that would be a possibility with a game running at like 5 FPS.
Here's the deal. Okami is the one who gave out the game that made Corndan vomit, so I feel like she deserves this. Like, if you can dish it, you better be able to take it. Okami's probably going to be like, this game isn't that bad. I know how you are, Okami.
I'm gonna speedrun this now.
These freaking sounds when you turn. Why? Then again, back in the day, especially with budget games, Really? They didn't expect you to play these games for more than 2 or 3 minutes.
If Ferris can clear this loop, this is probably a new personal best.
Oh, that was a big
no!
if.
It looked promising for a while.
Ferris just resetting.
It fell apart. Yeah, we're down to 20 minutes, and we know a lap is about minute 40 at this point. So get as many attempts as you can.
Yeah. Honestly...
Oh, no!
The head-on collision. Hate when that happens. We've had worse on Kusogrand8. I know that.
Yeah, but this is pretty down there.
Yeah, I can't think of any right now. Like, that's the thing. Bad is very much a subjective thing. I don't use bad as unenjoyable, because I think that those two things are different things. Like, even something like this could be enjoyable for somebody, but I do think that, you know, pretty objectively, we can say, this was a rush job. This is extremely inferior to other versions of the game. This is, like, if I were to play a Commodore 64 game, and specifically try to enjoy life, then I would not choose this game. I would choose anything else, probably. Because this game, I feel, is pretty objectively bad. But you can still have fun with bad things, and, like, I'm not sure if they're having fun, but they're certainly trying to get through this.
Like, I enjoy Lagoon for the Super Nintendo. I would never call it good, but I enjoy it. Like, you can enjoy bad things, and calling something bad is not making a value statement about somebody.
Yeah, for a lot of people it is.
Will take, I mean, they will take it personally if you call something they like bad, but it's not what it is. Like, you can enjoy an objectively bad thing. There's no problem with it.
Yeah. A lot of the times, like, what is good and what is bad ends up being subjective. Like, you know, you're gonna have people saying League of Legends is bad, but honestly, like, when it comes to the details, the programming aspect of it, the art, probably even the music, like, it's pretty good. They put a lot of work into it, you know? You know, you might not enjoy the game, but that's different from it being bad. So I try to approach it, like, as an objective. This game is bad, but that doesn't mean that the people making it should feel bad. The executives probably should feel bad, considering that they made their employee run away with the code.
Yeah, like, I 100% don't blame the programmer. With only 2 weeks to work with, the fact that this functions at all is a miracle.
This is incredibly impressive for 2 weeks.
Gonna be hearing these noises in my sleep.
Yeah. And then, you know, Novasol, like, well, I was just thinking, you know, the discussion of bad, one of the classic examples that comes up with, or that people come up with, is E.T. and for Atari. And I think that, like, I can generally agree, but there's also a lot of potential, a lot of stuff that, like, if you have the manual and you understand what's going on, it's got some really interesting ideas. Flawed for sure. You know,
like, that was a game you 100% needed the manual for, but if you had it, you could find some value in it.
Yeah, I genuinely think that there is some value in it, and that, you know, the person, for having 6 weeks to work on it and make it, put a great deal of effort into trying to make something that resembled the movie at all, and succeeded in that way. Like, guess what? You're actually trying to phone home. Did you know that? Did you know you're trying to phone home in the video game E.T. for Atari?
I did because I read the manual.
You read the manual. There you go. Yeah, and most people who say, oh, E.T. for Atari is bad, they don't even know what you're trying to do in the game. And yeah.
They don't.
Like,
every time I see people say that, I'm just thinking, oh, I have such sights to show you.
Yeah, it's like, you'll learn things you never knew. Pocahontas, she said that. Well, not the real one, the Disney one. Real one probably said, go away, John Smith, you're really creeping me out these days.
I'm watching Ferris, and I can't help but notice sometimes if you're going too fast on a straightaway, it thinks you're off-road.
Really? Well, that's a problem when you're trying to get a fast lap.
Yeah, well, it pops it up very briefly. You have to be off-road for 10 seconds before it counts against you. So it doesn't really matter. It's just interesting that the tracking is that poor.
Yeah, programming's hard. I know this because Novasol, I'm getting to deal with a nightmare right now. I'm making a Nintendo game, and great, I made music for it. Doesn't work with the software that we're using, so I'm trying to figure out if I can replace the audio driver. And let me tell you, this is the things that nightmares are made of.
Yeah, it's difficult. You basically, I don't know the technical details of it. You basically need to use a compiler that works natively.
I think
with what the NES can do.
I think I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't know. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try to change the audio driver out so I can make the game sound cool the way that I imagine.
Oh, that loop is vicious. The worst part is it comes right at the end.
A Ferris looking very far to the left, and I don't know why. This is...
You gotta take that bridge head on. You can't really be turning. Also, if you're going too fast, you'll crash if you go over the bridge. I think you have to be going around 60.
Now, for those who are just showing up or who have showed up after we started, the goal for the players is to clear a single lap the fastest. Right now, we've got a straight-up tie between Ferris V5 and OkamiOfGames at 1 minute and 43 seconds. Okami has the advantage due to doing it first, but if either player can manage to improve their time, that puts them in first place. There still is a decent amount of time. Like, these laps, sure, it feels like an eternity, but it's only like a minute and a half or 2 minutes, you know?
All it's gonna take is one solid loop to change our standings. Which Okami has been practicing the loop. Yeah, well, Okami's been practicing the loop-de-loop more. We're gonna see if that pays off.
How the crap are there like 130 people here watching this?
Yeah, there should be more.
Yeah.
We're getting towards the end of this tournament.
Meanwhile, like, there's one comment over on YouTube. They're just saying, I feel destroyed over here. Welcome to Kusogrand8, baby!
On the one hand, my condolences. On the other hand, you're watching Kusogrand8. You knew what you signed up for.
Yeah, and if you didn't know what Kusogrand8 was and you found this because of whatever messed up algorithm you have right now, that's on you, okay? I don't know what you've been Googling. I don't know what you've been looking up. But apparently I got suggested, and that means that your life has been it's ruined.
There were mistakes along the way, but that's okay.
Yeah,
everybody makes
we
mistakes.
enjoy a ruined life over here, you know? Kami, that's not how you drive on bridges. Now, actually, there is an alternate strat for dealing with the loop-de-loop Novasol, and let me tell you what I would consider doing. I would try going around it.
Off-road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be faster.
But yeah. Well, you significantly slow down when you're off-road, so it's risky.
Yeah, but it might be better. Well, I'd try it at least once.
It's worth trying, but I don't know if you can make it. Apparently, everything around the track is just wet tar.
Wet tar? Oh yeah, it's pretty goopy.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's...
Maybe?
Maybe.
Nope!
Oh, that was... Nope. No, they're trying. That's a flip.
Yeah, and somebody in chat, Fahrenheit, is saying they're surprised nobody has tried it yet. Same. I would definitely give it a shot.
I think having gone off-road as much as they have, they might be thinking it makes you too slow. Which is fair. That said, I didn't try it. I can't tell you if it's too slow or not.
I don't know. Everybody, if anybody in chat wants to do a science for us real quick, you don't have to even play on manual. You can play on automatic. And it's only like a minute or two of boredom, and then you can tell us definitively if it's doable. Does anybody want to be bored real quick?
I thought that was your Wednesday show.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to be bored on Wednesdays. That's the thing. Oh, Ferris?
Oh, no.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's enough juice.
Nope.
At least the car landed upright. This is Mirror Universe show do make us bored.
Okay, Ferris is doing a little practice here. I think this is wise. You do not have that many chances.
Yep, you really need to nail it. The way I did the loop is I kind of started from the left side of the track and listed just barely to the right as I went into the loop.
Oh, you're using naval terms like list.
Yeah, well, this car controls like a boat, so...
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate your dedication to the naval...
Oh, that looked good until it wasn't.
I know, right? Okay, we have less than 8 minutes left. We're getting really low on time, but that timer just seems like it's slowing down all the time. And FYI, the tiebreaker here is whoever completed their fastest lap first. Okami definitely did. And because of that, Okami is in the lead. If either player improves their time, that will put them solidly in the lead, breaking the tiebreaker. Breaking the tie, whatever. Shut up. Breaking a tiebreaker, that's not how it works. Okay, Okami,
oh,
look at this time here. What is this? 140?
140.
Significant improvement. In a game like this, you take those 3 seconds and you run with it, or I guess you drive very slowly with it. Like, it says
Come on,
you're going
Ferris.
140, but I'm not convinced. What
Oh,
was that?
Ferris was gunning it into that loop, and that just makes you crash.
Oh, if you're too fast, you crash, but if you're too slow, you flip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this game is
like
fair
the
and well
bridge.
balanced.
This car does not have good suspension.
This car doesn't have a good muffler. Doesn't have good anything. Yeah, some people are wondering if you can improve past 140, and we believe that you managed to get
I personally
130
did. 132, I think, is what I got.
Okay, okay. That's a really good time.
I also played this for more than an hour, so, you know, that's not really a fair comparison.
Nah, it's fair. It's fine. I declare it fair. Now, Ferris. Yeah, the thing is, both Okami and Ferris are extremely solid players. You know, they've won every single match during the main bracket. One of them getting knocked down into the losers bracket right now. They still have, you know, if it were purely random, a 50% shot of making it to the grand finals. So, you know, there's a very real possibility that we could see these two going up against each other in the grand finals, depending on how the losers bracket plays out, you know?
We're down to our final four, right?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm gonna let them finish out an attempt if they're on it at the hour.
Did you tell them they could?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, okay.
Okami asked, so I just confirmed it. I mean, it's not like it'll add that much time. It'll be like an extra minute.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah, all that loop practice seems to have been the deciding factor.
Honestly, sometimes you gotta, even if it's annoying, practicing the one thing that really throws you off can end up, you know, making it for you. Let's see, Ferris heading into the loop in just a second, I believe. Here we go. Too fast.
And also the
and
side.
also hitting it. Yeah, those two things combined. Can't do a loop-de-loop if that happens. Yeah, Chad is right. They are asking, there's no replays in this version. The original version did have replays after you crashed, but the Commodore 64, first off, was a little weaker, and second off, had 2 weeks to make the code. So, yeah, no replays here.
Nope.
Okay, Ferris getting the bridge very nicely. Okami, no!
I get spooked every time by that bridge because it looks like they're gonna hit the pylon every time, and then they somehow make it past. Okay, got a good line on the loop. You're going too fast though. You're gonna crash. Okay, slowing down. You basically can't turn.
Oh!
Okay, I guess you can. Oh, hold on.
Hey.
This could be it. This could be it.
Oh my gosh, just gotta get to the end.
There's nothing left. That's the end. You just gotta... That's it. Wow!
What?
Holy moly! 133!
133? What the crap? Ferris jumps into the lead in the second to, well, possibly the last attempt. No, we're going into people's final attempts.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, due to what Novasol said to the players recently, we're going to go ahead and let them keep playing after that. In general, we don't like to throw changes to how things play out after the match starts. So, you know, if there happens to be a lead change after time is called, I want to make sure that we discuss it with referees and such to make sure that correct decision is made there. But
yeah, like they're gonna finish out what they're on now, and that's it.
Yeah, let's let them play this out. Oh, Ferris! No!
Oh, no!
Okay, if you reload right now, then this is the last attempt.
Right,
here we go.
Your absolute last attempt.
You know, this honestly was a huge surprise with how Ferris did right at the end there. That was amazing. And I think Ferris is probably calling it there. Understandably. Let's see what Okami is able to do in the final minutes here.
I mean, if she can make the loop, that might be enough. And it looks good.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's not gonna do it.
34, 35. Nope. Unfortunately, a little too slow. 140 again. Well, everybody, it is official. Ferris V5 is the victor this round. Let me go ahead and I'll invite them to come and chat. But yes, Ferris V5 being the upsetter here, taking the victory, at least upsetter for me, because I like Okami is a strong player, so just seeing Ferris come.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, let me bring them in
so
real
late.
quick. Yeah. Hello there. I believe we've got both of you. Okami, hello.
Hello.
We've got Ferris here.
Hello.
Well, let me go ahead and reveal some times, because Okami managed to get, and I believe you got this time twice. You got a time of 1 minute and 40 seconds, which means that Ferris, with a time of 1 minute and 33 seconds, got the fastest lap and took the victory here. Holy crap.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah.
That was a very late lead change, too.
The final couple minutes, yeah.
Yes.
Like, that was nuts. I was getting extremely excited about that because I'm like, wait a second. Oh, we've got possibly a 140 coming up. Oh, not only sub 130, sub 140, sub 135, 133 is incredibly impressive. I don't know how close to perfect it is, but very, very solid time on that lap there. Very impressive. Yeah, with that said, like 140 was essentially the cap for both of you for a long time there. And Okami, if Ferris didn't make that improvement, you got the 140 first. You would have taken the victory there.
Yeah, I got like a 143, I think, or something like that very early on, and I just couldn't complete a lap after that for the longest time. I hope Ferris struggled as much with the loop-de-loop as I did.
Oh, yes.
Yes, very yes.
I don't know if there's any sort of I definitely had a few attempts where I just kind of wrote it out, trying to figure out the tech for the loop-de-loop, and I never did beyond get lucky.
The way I handled it in testing is I kind of started at the left side of the track and just kind of barely pulled in You can't be going too fast.
That's kind of what I was trying to do. It's a little tough to nail because both the combination of how the perspective isn't always the easiest to judge, and also the delayed controls. Both of those in combination make the loop-de-loop a pain to do. Because sometimes you try to straighten out, but you put in the input to straighten out, and oops, your input got eaten.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about eaten inputs. I think just because it was impossible to see, but I fully believe that you had plenty of eaten inputs.
Yeah,
like
it was most noticeable when you were trying to straighten out after making like a turn.
Oh yeah.
It's more reliable if you let off the gas when you're trying to straighten out.
But then you don't go fast.
Yeah, then you don't get the good time.
Yeah. How are you gonna go fast if you don't go fast? Gotta go fast. Whatever. Oh, but yeah, Okami, like, this is really exciting. Aren't you friends with Ferris, or are you enemies? Like, do you know each other?
We fought each other before in Mystery Turn before. There was also a thing that we both participated in last year called Gamer of the Year. And we were acquainted in both instances.
Sweet.
Like, wait.
Also, thank you, Yorkie, for the raid. Good to have you here. Yeah, okay, so you've come up against each other every once in a while. Are you usually fairly evenly matched?
I think Ferris usually gets the leg up for me. Like Gamer of the Year, I won over Ferris, but that's can be a tribute to stubbornness. I think most mystery tournament matches I've had against Ferris, I've lost to Ferris. So, but
yeah, you're always a tough match, no matter what. Like, I know you're one I gotta watch out for.
Well, I mean, let's be real. We're in the Final Four for Kusogrand8. Nobody's an easy matchup at this stage.
That's true.
I don't want to be fighting any of the 4 players. Even any of the top 6 are like, no, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. There's no easy way out at this stage. Not that there ever was, in brackets.
Yeah. But with that said, Ferris, you are moving on to the grand finals. You're going to be there. You might go up against Okami, but you might not. We'll find out in the very near future. But this matchup could happen again.
We'll see. I know one of my weaknesses in mystery racing is optimization in games, like in this one, and I said that as much in the previous match, which is going to be real bad for me knowing what the theme is for the losers final. So we'll see.
Well, you got some practice with that theme already.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no.
That's what this was.
Well, everybody, that's a little bit terrifying. Thank you so much for coming and watching. Okami, do you have anything that you would like to shout out before we take off?
Yeah, I run Retro Book Club every week, and we play some interesting games over there. We played a game, it wasn't even my pick, but we played a game that I had in Mystery Tournament this past MT. Sweet Tay Hakun, if you've ever played that. It's a Super Famicom game.
I don't think so.
It's a puzzle platformer where you're like picking up blocks and placing them, and you can make them different colors to make them do different things.
Ooh.
It's a neat game. Also, another good game we played over this past weekend was Xenocrisis, which is if you've ever played Smash TV, Xenocrisis is like an indie game Smash TV with some roguelike elements, and that one was really fun.
Ooh.
I was curious about that one for a while. Also been going through UFO 50. I'm 40 cherries into UFO 50 now, so don't have that many more cherries left to get.
Yeah,
I'm also on the RPG. So.
Well, good. I'm glad that you have a lot going on. Okami is a fantastic friend of the stream. Feel free to go check her out over at her channel. What about you, Ferris? What are you doing?
Mostly just streaming whatever I feel like over on my channel. Currently with playing Tron 2.0, based solely on the fact that Journey came on Spotify, and I was like, ooh, that'd be a good game to stream.
Yeah.
Otherwise, playing some Celeste Kaiser mods and just having a good time all around.
So you're a masochist. Got it.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, good.
Why do you think I'm here?
Oh, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. This is Kusogrand8. You survived the nuke. I appreciate that. Seriously, great job there. Novasol, anything that you want to plug before we go?
I might have something the next time I'm on. Nothing solid right now. I do have a warning, though. Don't veto me. It makes me upset.
Okay. You might have to play hard. What was this? Hard driving, race driving. I already forgot the name of the game.
Hard driving.
Which somehow has a worse frame rate than the version that I played, the Genesis one.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you all, everybody. I will let people know both on Blue Sky, prosentia.bluesky.social, or over on the Kusogrand8 Discord when we next are going to go live on this channel. Or if you follow here, you can find out. If you subscribe on YouTube, I don't know if it tells you when I go live, but you could potentially do that. We're going to rate Dana. Dana runs the activities over at GDQ and is the reason we're able to do Kuso Live. Also has been a GM for us. Always a lot of fun. It looks like we've got a JRPG going on over there. So go share the love and say, you know what? No inspiration. Because Dana is the reason why we even have played Snoopy in Kusogrand8 before. Okay.
Oh, that's a classic.
Oh, it's so good. See everybody.
It's possible, Snoopy. Later.
Get rid of your lack of inspiration now. Go raid. Bye, bye, bye.